Okay, welcome back. We are really close to killing the dragon, and also looking at credits. And for me, the task for this whole vanilla challenge run was to do exactly that. So, which means we are closer to achieving this in this world that we've built. And looking at all this now, I sort of understand that maybe I didn't really need all of this so much, like I didn't really need that farm and these things here, but who knows, maybe I did. So before we can say goodbye to this world, let's go and kill a dragon. And for this task, I am going to bring my best gear to sort of have the best chance at it. Let me see, but also just in case I will fail, and I will probably fail because this will be me first time doing it, I need to leave a backup plan. So I have 27 diamonds here just in case. I probably should put on these boots. And as for helmet, there will be a lot of Endermen in the end, so I will probably need, or at least it would be a good idea to bring like a pumpkin head, maybe. I don't have any pumpkins on my farm. Let me see if I have some. Somewhere here, no, doesn't look like I do. Yeah, so no pumpkins anywhere, which is fine. What we also can do is maybe bring a boat, because at least it's going to allow us to trap some of the Endermen maybe and kill them that way. Alright, what else? I don't think I need these signs or these random blocks. Water bucket is nice to have. Also, I was thinking maybe I should bring a spyglass to have a better chance of seeing if the crystals are destroyed or not. I have my sword and my bow, so let me see if this is the best bow I have. It looks like it is. Power 3 and breaking 3. Let me see also what sorts of enchantments I can master. And breaking 1. Okay. Yeah, that's not good enough. What about this? Power 4. Yeah, power 4 would be good to have, but I don't have 30 levels to spend on it. So that's fine. Food. Yeah. So let me have more food here. Building blocks, netherrack. I think it should be fine. And I'll just grab one more stack just in case. What else? Arrows. Yeah, because I don't have infinity bow. I'll bring a couple more stacks of arrows. What is the spectral arrow, by the way? So let me check. What does it look like? So I didn't see any particular difference necessarily. Let me try again. Not that I can see, but fine. I'll bring those as well. Maybe they will do something. I'm not sure. I don't really know. Okay, so I'm good on arrows. What else do I need? Let me think. Let me quickly go and see if I can find some pumpkins nearby. So, have my axe here. And I don't have a shield. So yeah, let's see. Okay. No pumpkins there. No, only mushrooms there. Let me see. Maybe I'll be able to spot some from the XP farm. So let's quickly run there to the XP farm. Alright. No. No. Trying to spot some pumpkins, but I'm not seeing any. Sadly. Maybe this way? Nope, not on these islands. Okay, let me think. There's like a ruined structure under the water there. Maybe I'll be able to find some at one of the portal locations we have here. Let me quickly check. Because I remember last time we discovered jungle in this portal. So maybe there's some pumpkins, who knows? Why is it always night here? So weird. Anyways, okay, all I see is zombies here. Hey, stop doing that. Okay. Oh, there's a skeleton shooting at me. But sadly, no pumpkins here either. So that's not it. What about here? Oops. That was more than I wanted. So here, let me check. Let me skip this night. Okay, this looks more promising. Not sure if there will be any pumpkins in Savannah, but maybe, who knows? Let me dash this way quickly. There's a village nearby. So, do they have any... No, I don't think they do. It's fine. I can do it without pumpkins, can I? Oop. Yes. Famous last words. Anyways, since we don't have any pumpkins anywhere that's sensible, that is, let's just go without them. Maybe this way? One last check. Nope, only cacti. Okay. Let's get back. Yep, nothing useful. Alright, so let's get back to the base. But actually, let me see. I have my arrows, my food, my sword, and a shield. What else do I need? Maybe some wood? I don't know. Let's go to Stronghold. I mean, I expect the first attempt to fail anyways, so there's no much point in delaying this any further. And I will learn something while attempting to do it, so it's a win-win anyways. I mean, like, lose-win or something like that. Right. I don't know what enchanted golden apple does. I'll check it out later if I'll need it. Alright, so, and here I come. Alright, okay, not bad at all. And I even didn't even need to fight my way up, and the spawn is actually kind of perfect. Okay. Alright, there's the dragon and all the Endermen, which kind of freak me out, but that's right. So let's get to work. Okay, first crystal, one shot. Whoa, what was that? Oh, I see. The dragon actually throws stuff at you. Okay, that's good to know. Oh wow, and he's not joking. Yeah, so let's run a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to try to get up one of these pillars. Kind of like that. Okay, hopefully the dragon doesn't notice me yet. Man, this is high. This is like proper high. Okay. So, I wonder, is there like a blast wave? If I should be worried about that. Oops. Okay. That is not good at all. No. Alright, so the dragon kills me very quickly. So, under no circumstances should we linger and, you know, should we try to stay in the magic smoke damage area? Okay. Well, we did learn something. And also, I think this run I would try to bring as much gear with me as possible, because I feel like we are going to be there for a while. I mean, in the end dimension. So I'm going to grab everything I need from my base and try to bring it with me to the stronghold. So arrows, bows, maybe not quite as much. What else? Food, I guess. So these things. Diamonds and sticks. Another bow. Maybe a bed. Oh yeah, building blocks, so another rack, because it breaks easily. I see, and now I am out of inventory space for all my swords. But I don't really need a sword, I think. Yeah, bow and arrows is my strategy for now. So let's try this route. If this won't be successful, we'll try other strategies. For some reason I always have problems with these metal iron doors and buttons. Maybe I should design a better system for that. Like pressure plates or something. Because it's so annoying. You have to turn your head, push the button, and then turn again and walk through the door, which is all not so easy as it looks. Even though in Minecraft every block is like 1 meter wide, so but it doesn't feel like that at all. It feels much smaller. Right, so let's try again. Right, I'm going to unload everything here that I don't really need. I might need another, yeah, another chest. So here. Let's put all the arrows and bows in that chest. Let me see. So I need a pickaxe. Boom. All right. Okay. All bows and arrows are here, and the rest can go here. All right. Cool. So what I intend to do is because I think some of my items are still there, and the only thing I really need is just this, and hopefully this will get me to... And I don't even need this pickaxe, honestly. Just leave it here. Oh, and I do need some food though. Like this maybe? Right, so we are back. And I think the world is still in a pretty much same state, aside from the fact that yeah, there are all our items. So I was right. we can just quickly grab them all. And maybe... yeah, maybe go to some safe place where we can equip all this. So let me... oh no, oh no, oh no. Right, this dragon, he's not joking around. So like here. Alright. Okay, so let's get back into gear. Let me see. If I take these arrows and then this bow, I'm not sure how to like equip these arrows for the bow. Okay, so yeah, this is yeah, I think this is the best we can do right now. Oops. Okay, so where's the dragon? Oh, he's over there. Okay. Nope, missed that one. Again. Again missed. So let me try again. Yes. Got it. Come on. Okay, so it's an Enderman who is behind me. No, 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 no. Ah. Okay, the Enderman got me. Right, but this just gives us another chance to bring more supplies. Should we? Okay. Alright. Yeah, let me see. We have coal, we have flint, sugar. Don't we have a lava bucket? Okay. Yeah, let's cook some more food. Meanwhile. So, this goes here. Oh yeah, let's bring all of these. And maybe this as well. Do I need anything else? No. I think I'm good. Okay, so another run. Maybe I'll need another chest though, so let me see. I don't have enough planks to do it, do I? So can I make crimson planks chest? Oh yes, I can. So yes, 2 chests. Alright, good. So let's get back. I think this time I'll just mark my bed in the stronghold as the one that is a respawn point, because I don't think there's too much stuff, useful stuff left at the home base for fighting the dragon, so I'll just relocate for now to the stronghold. That piglin is still mad for me. Yep, he's still after me. So let me see if he'll be able to follow me here. I don't know if he can, but just in case. No, doesn't look like that. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think he follows me into the overworld. Alright, so now with the power of this pickaxe, let's deposit more arrows here and more gear as well. If things get really bad, you can always get back here. Okay, so far so good. And all right. Yeah, now I really wish I had that pumpkin helmet, because that would simplify my life a lot here. Okay, I'm collecting all my bearings again. Alright, oh, that was close. Yeah, so let's see. Again, I kind of need to hide in a hole and equip stuff again. So if I do this, okay. Right, and lock it like that. All right, so so this will be my bow. All right, so I don't think we can dig below the pillar, because it's made of obsidian, right? Let me see. I'm looking at obsidian, yes. So it kind of is possible to slowly grind it, but it will take like a lot of time and effort for really little payoff. And I feel like there's an angry Enderman. Which I'm not sure why I got an angry Enderman chasing me, but apparently I do. That's alright. So let's get back to breaking the crystals. Nope, missed that one. Again, missed. Yes. Okay, this one. Yes. Alright, that one. I don't think I'll be able to hit it. No. Okay. The dragon is fighting as well. Oh. Hit a dragon. No, that's not what I want. I want to hit those crystals. No. Right, let me get a better vantage point. Yeah, this dragon is really mobile, like he can fly from one pillar to the next pretty quickly. Nope. What is happening? Again, I got an Enderman. Put a heart on me. Oh, nope. Shh. Okay. I died again. Again to an Enderman. I really need that pumpkin. I'm sorry, but it's just the way it is. I kinda need that pumpkin. Because I think it will be effective. I hope it will. In preventing this kind of situation. So, yeah, let me get back to exploring for a bit to just find that pumpkin. I made way too many bets, but it's fine. So, 1, 2, okay. Right, yeah, I know I wasn't able to spot any here in this direction, but still. Oh, then there's Enderman right here in the world, in the ore world. Nice. Okay. So... What? Come on. No, I'm not going this way. Again, nothing over this hill. So let's try this direction instead. Okay, more planes it seems. No pumpkins in sight still. Nothing here, except, let me see. What about this side? Okay. Yep, nothing at all. So, actually, I'm thinking maybe it would be a good idea to just swim around in a boat. So maybe that will be quicker than trying to find it on foot. So let me see. First of all, let's skip this night. Alright, and then let's make a boat. Alright. And oh, come on. Alright, let's swim this way. See if we can spot any pumpkins on the shore. Maybe near the village. Alright, do you guys have any for sale or something? Still, I don't see it anywhere. Maybe in the loot chests? Who knows? Not here. Not here. Nope. Alright. Let me make some bread. So I can run again. More bread. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Nothing here. Okay, it seems like there's no pumpkins in this village anywhere. Let's keep exploring. Don't see any up on that hill either. Oh, that was a bad jump. Okay, I see some bees. And more water. And that far island. Not sure. Oh, I left my boat there, but it doesn't matter. I'll just make a new one. Oh, no, it was just a pig. So not a pumpkin. A pig is not a pumpkin. Although it kinda looks like it from the distance. Nope. Okay. I wonder if pumpkin helmet would even help me avoid Endermen in end dimension in the first place, or if it's all just what I'm doing right now is just a waste of time, but I don't know that yet. Okay, so I'm making another boat. It's been ridiculous. I wasn't able to find anything remotely useful. So, boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Yes, let's go. And let's keep an eye on the shore. I can hear dolphins. But it's not a dolphin we need right now. It's just one pumpkin. Is that it? No, it's another pig. They look really similar in hue and color. The dolphin keeps calling me. Just scanning the horizon for any signage of pumpkin. Any at all. Okay, we have not been lucky so far. Oh, there's a shipwreck. Maybe there's something interesting down there. I doubt it's pumpkins, but yeah, maybe something else useful. Let's see. Make a quick stop. Oh, it is pumpkins. All right, wonderful. Who would have thought? Anyways. Okay, yeah. That's really curious. Yeah, out of all places, we found pumpkins in a shipwreck. Wow. Isn't that amazing? I think it is. I think it's absolutely genius. Yeah, some usual loot here. Oh, this is the first time we get an emeralds. Nice. Okay. Alright, so yeah, this trip wasn't completely useless after all, which is good to know. We did get a pumpkin out this whole deal. Now we just need to get back home. And I don't entirely remember where home is. I think it's that way. Oh, why did I do that? Why did I press that button? Okay. Okay, the important part now is not get lost. I hope I'm going the right way. It's getting darker. Okay, you know what? I'm going to make camp on this shore quickly, just to skip the night. Like that. And continue my journey towards what I think is home. I can double check the coordinates, of course. They should get lower. Because the spawn point is in low numbers, so yeah. So there's that village I think we passed through. Okay, so let me break my boat. And if I'm correct, we should have another boat. Yes, waiting for us. Perfect, which means that we are indeed close to home. And I did not get lost, which is great. There's our XP farm up there in the clouds. Okay, so we are home now, finally, which means that we can actually maybe make a small pumpkin patch. Just so we have a supply of pumpkins. And I think the way it works is pretty similar to the wheat farm, and that it's pretty much all we need is just like a bucket of water and a hoe and some pumpkin seeds. Now where would we maybe here is a good place, I don't know. Alright, so it would be like this. Dump the water here, and then okay, so if I use the hoe like this, okay, I think this will give us 4 pumpkins after a while. And for now, I would need to use shears on this one and then collect it and equip it like that. Okay, perfect. The visibility is not great, but all this should allow us to have better chances at surviving Endermen. Yeah, the downside, of course, is that you can't really see much at the center of the screen, which is kind of annoying, but you can live with that. I need to place a block here because I don't really need to go that way anymore. Okay, so I hope that pigling isn't here. Yep, he's not here. Good. Because the last time he was chasing me down to this portal. Alright, so let's unload more stuff. So I'm going to place another chest here, put all my beds in it, as well as this useless stuff that I have accumulated. Oh, this is blast protection, okay. That can stay, I guess. Yeah, shears, I don't need that for sure. A crafting table might be useful, I don't know. No hoe or shovel is necessary. I do need some blocks. At this point, I'm not expecting that a lot of my things survived. So, yeah. Let's see. Let's just go down there and check how many things survived from my last attempt. Okay, now when I look at the Endermen, I don't think they get agitated. At least they shouldn't. Yeah, I think they pretty much ignore me now. Which is good. Which is exactly what I wanted. I don't really remember where all my stuff was around last time. So let me quickly search for it. Was it? Oh yeah, here it is. Okay, most of it survived, which is great. I was worried that it's going to despawn pretty soon. But I guess we got lucky. Okay, not touching that magical cloud over there. Although I think you can use empty glass bottles to collect it all and use it somehow later, but not doing it right now. Okay, so I'm going to hide here and patch this hole again. Okay, and now I can finally equip myself. And maybe hopefully have a better chance of survival this time. Yeah, I'm beginning to collect a bit of an arsenal here at the moment. Unfortunately, after all my attempts. Like that. Alright. Whoop whoop, indeed. So, let's get back to work. And by that I mean, let's get back to trying to shoot the crystals. Nope. Mm-mm. Let me see there. Oop. Yeah, at this point I feel like I need to start climbing these towers maybe. Nope, that was a bad idea. Very bad, indeed. Very bad idea indeed. So I'd have to kind of try to make it on foot. I didn't even see where it... Oh, okay, I see it now. Okay, I'm undershooting a little bit. Yeah, I can shoot the dragon. Doesn't really do much good. He's just sitting there. And these ones that are in cages are going to be even harder to get. Yeah. But thankfully, Endermen aren't a problem anymore, which is great. At least we have one less thing to worry about. Versus previously, we kind of had to worry about a lot of things. Yeah, I'm not hitting anything. Let's try to pillar again. Man, with this dragon flying around, it's so risky to pillar on top. Maybe what I should do is just kind of build a protective barrier. Would that help? I don't know. Not sure. Like that? Something like that? Maybe? I don't know. That takes at least 3 times as much resources though, so that's wasteful. But maybe it's safer? I don't know. Like that. Nope. Not like this. Come on. It's like we aren't in a hurry, but it's just it's just the challenge itself is not an easy one. Okay, let me see. Where is the dragon? I think I can take off my helmet now, no? Not sure. Let me try taking the helmet off. That's so much better. This is not a crystal, this is just... What if I do something like this? Alright. And now... something like this, maybe? Like build a little safe zone here. Okay, there's a dragon. So if he shoots me, I just get down there. Oh, okay. All right, I didn't need that. I didn't need that at all. All right, so he can just straight up fly through me. Okay, this is going to be a challenge. He can just fly through me. That's interesting. And yeah. Yeah, that's really not good. If he can just fly through any structure that doesn't really allow for building of any sort of base type structure anywhere. So it would pretty much have to be on the spot of like not permanent but like on the moment type of encounter situation. Okay, let me quickly quit this so I don't need to look down anymore. Okay, well, amusingly enough, yeah. Alright, that's good to know. I mean, kind of. Still, let me get back to trying to at least destroy some crystals that I can't see. What is... Oh my god. I willingly walked right into that trap. Okay. This is the wrong bow. I need this one. Okay. This is the correct bow. What if I just walk way out here? I think the dragon can still hear or see me here. Yeah, he has... Yep, exactly. He has a very wide range of motion. Oh. Okay. Let's have another snack, actually. I think there's like a way to deflect his fireballs or whatever, the charges that the dragon throws. It's just that it's kind of similar to the mechanic with gusts. Yeah, I can't even hurt him. Can I? Right, let's get back to... What? So he can actually kind of activate the Enderman? Is that it? Because he starts shouting, and then they kind of follow him around angrily. That's interesting. Yeah, and he even fights with them. That's super weird. Anyways. So... yeah. So let me see what other places still have unprotected crystals. I'm trying to see where the dragon would connect, on which pillars. And it looks like he just uses the ones that are in cages. Is that it? Only those are left? I don't remember shooting the rest of them. So it must be that they got turned off. Oh my god, that was horrible. Because I remember seeing one of the crystals on that tower that I built towards. It was turned straight into like bedrock block. Oh my god, that was horrible. No, 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 no. No. I'm not even sure what hit me. I don't even know. But if the rest of the crystals turned into bedrock... Okay, that's a nice welcome. Right here. I haven't even started yet and we already have this. Wonderful. And an Enderman. Just to sort of complete the experience. Okay, the Enderman gets hurt by it as well. That's curious. Yeah, no, I'm dead. Nothing good was going to come out of this anyway. I feel like I need to build a proper stairs from the respawn area. So I have easy access. And I didn't even bring a pickaxe. Okay. Can I mine these blocks? I'm not sure I can. Or if I can, that would be very slow. Yeah, they are breakable by hand, but it's like really slow. So let's go the usual route. And where's all my stuff? It's not here. I don't remember where it was. I remember I got knocked off some pillar. Here's my ender pearl. Oh no, it's not mine, it's actually dropped from one of the Endermen. So where is my loot? That's the question. And how much of it survived? Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay, I'm grabbing all of it. Oh, that didn't sound good. Okay, I think I grabbed all of it. Oh, here's my hole. How helpful. Alright. First things first. Alright. Let's have a brief pause here and get back to this in a sec. Alright. So, let's get back to game. First of all, let's eat this bread. Okay, so... And here's my pickaxe. I wonder if it's even possible to shoot through this thing. Yes. Alright, perfect. Now let's go to that pillar over there. Alright. Perfect. First try, was it? And now the only one left is over there, I think. Oh! What was that? I don't think that was a dragon. I think it's Enderman who hit me. Okay. Is that all? Is that the end of it? Okay. Oh, he's perched. Okay. He's kind of fast. I'm slowly damaging him though. This is good. Come on. Oh! Nope. Right. Okay. So far so good. Let me get a little bit further from here. Oh, come on. No, 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 no. I almost walked straight into that cloud. I think I'm out of food actually. Yeah. This is no good. And the dragon is not even halfway there, so... How's he hitting me? Is he that big? Oh! I'm in my hole again. Maybe I should just stay here and kind of hide in it. Or maybe I should build several holes just so I can hide in them from time to time, like that. Where is he? Oh, here it is. I saw some ender pearls here, yeah. So let me collect them. Oh, he's perched now. Okay. I need to run from here. Yep. Come on. Alright. No, 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 no. Let's run. Okay, I have 5 ender pearls now, but it's not like this is going to help me much, because I've already destroyed all the crystals, so what I need to do now is just kill the dragon. Oh, shoot. He was just too quick, so... But I was really close. Oh, I need to bring some food. So let me grab food. And these 2 apples should do fine. And maybe this ender pearl to get back to my spot with all my gear quickly. Now where was I? Oh, there it is. Okay. Alright. Cool. Now, where's my favorite hole in the ground? Here it is. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's less and less things left. Unfortunately. I don't even have any armor anymore. So that's no good. Alright. Well, I'm going to keep on trying. Of course. Okay, I feel like he's going to attack me now. Huh. It's very quick to turn as well. Oh, he's perched now, okay. Can't do anything to him. Nope. Why did I crouch there? I meant to run, not crouch. Okay, he's perched again. So, let me retreat here. The hardest thing is to actually anticipate where he's going to be at any moment. So yeah, that kind of sucks. I'm slowly hitting him though. Oh, he's going to perch. And I think I lost my chance. Yep. That's fine. Yeah, he flies straight through the towers. That's cheating. I mean, come on. Could you at least not fly straight through the geometry? Okay. Yeah, I'm really close, but still I have some small progress left. Oh. Okay. I think I'll better get out of his way. I mean, if I am going to be randomly hitting him anyways, sooner or later I'm going to get him, so it's not that big of a problem, I think, in the long term. It's not impossible. How am I doing on arrows, I wonder? Nope, I'm not going to. Let me eat a golden apple. Actually, I'm quite low on arrows, so I need to step up my game and stop wasting them as much as I was. So, mostly do targeted shots. Ah, come on. He's too quick. He's actually very quick. It's hard to properly aim for it. I think I'm going to be out of arrows soon. Oh, he doesn't like me standing there. I think I'm out of arrows. Yep. Okay. So, yeah, the next best thing I can do is just wait till he perches and try not to die, which I don't think is going to go very well. Yeah, like I said. Alright, that's fine. It's no problem at all. I have a lot of arrows. And also some food. Yeah, let's go again. We are really close. It's like maybe half an hour more of these and we will be victorious. Okay, so I died almost at the center. There. Yep, here it is, all my gear. Okay, let me quickly collect it all. And the helmet, of course. Okay, and I think that's it. Alright. And now... let me hide. Where's my favorite hole? I think I lost it, but it's fine. I can just make a new one. Alright. Okay, so this thing, and then oh, I lost my bow. That's unfortunate. Yeah, it's fine though. It's fine. Yeah. I'm just going to do this with a slower bow. Shouldn't be end of the world. Because again, I do have a lot of arrows from the skeletons in my XP farm, so it's going to be fine. As long as I can actually hit him. What again? Are you joking? Nope, 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 nope. Alright, so let me see. I can't even hit him for some reason. What is going on? Okay, I was able to hit him once. Okay, again. Okay. It's not so bad. Just need to make sure I'm not shooting blind. Oh no. Again with fireballs. Okay, we are really close. Just 5 or 10 more hits. And it's going to end. Okay. I'm going to wait. I'm going to be patient. I feel like it's one more hit. Yes. Yay. finally. All right. And I got a lot of experience for doing all that. Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't get this egg, unfortunately. I think in order to get it, I would have to place like a torch on top of this pillar. And I wasn't prepared to do that. It's alright. And the portal home appeared over here. Great. And over there appeared also something quite interesting. I think it's another portal. No? It probably is. Looks like it. So I assume this will take us to the end city and stuff like that. What's with that music though? Anyways. Yeah. Let's jump into the portal. And finally, after all these years, the credits. Minecraft Java Edition. I see the player you mean. Next die? Yes. Take care. It has reached a higher level now. It can read our thoughts. That doesn't matter. It thinks we are part of the game. I like this player. It played well. It did not give up. It is reading our thoughts as though they were words on a screen. That is how it chooses to imagine many things when it's deep in the dream of a game. Words make a wonderful interface, very flexible and less terrifying than standing in the reality behind the screen. They used to hear voices before players could read, back in the days when those who did not play called the players witches, warlocks, and players' dreams they flew through the airs in a stick powered by demons. What did the player dream? This player dreamed of sunlight and trees, of fire and water. It dreamed it created, and it dreamed it destroyed. It dreamed it hunted and it haunted. It dreamed of shelter. And the original interface, 1,000,000 years old and still works. I'm going to read it to myself, not out loud. You are the player. Wake up. Yeah, so this was a little bit of a Alan Watts style rambling, of like philosophical outlook on life and the universe. Yeah, and I liked it in a way. There's nothing new, of course, in that look, but at the same time, it still kind of holds some meaning in itself. But yeah, honestly, I would have preferred if they kept the original sort of meta, sort of matrix type of thing going in this little poem. That like the player is kind of in the same state that Neo is in the Matrix. He doesn't know that he's sleeping and seeing a dream. But yeah, they went to some other place with it, and it's fine, totally cool. But yeah, it's kind of for me personally, kind of took a little bit away from this magical sort of meta game moment of like a world within a world within a world type of story that they could have done here. But yeah, it's all fine. It's all mainstream and it's more understandable to a lot more people, I think. So versus like playing off simulation and simulacra type of thing, they just went with you are the cosmic, you are made of stars sort of thing, which again, kind of different direction, but still holds true. Yeah, great game, great art, and great music. What I like about Minecraft is it sort of embodies the state of play itself. Like, it's almost the mechanics of this game are meant to evoke the playfulness itself without really setting rails for you to ride on, or directions, or any sort of system that would hold your hand. The game kind of gives you all the tools that you need for play, but it doesn't tell you what to do externally or narratively. So you can sort of pretend anything you want in this little world. And that is quite unique, because a lot of games try to sort of hold your hand and impose a certain structure on you, either narratively or mechanistically through gameplay. But Minecraft doesn't do that. Playing Minecraft feels like if you're like a little child left in your own room with a box of Legos, and the sort of stories you would come up with playing with those Legos are exactly the same type of stories people come up when they play Minecraft. So it's not necessarily meant to be serious or cohesive, but they do make sense while that child plays with those Legos in the moment. And that feeling of melancholic soul play, of tapping into this wonder of make-believe with very little amount of material and stuff involved, is sort of what I think makes this the best game ever made, or at least one of the best games ever made, because like I said, it allows you to be that small child left to her own devices in a room, and it doesn't demand you understanding anything complicated, like grown-up things, are completely absent in this world. At the same time, the amount of complications you come up with in this game is sort of your own making. And that's why it also appeals to a lot more and wider user base and player base than just children. Because you have this hook of being able to kind of pretend you're a little girl or a little boy again and spend some time in this make-believe world of your own imagination. But at the same time, if you're an adult, you do have that potentially deep mechanics like redstone and magic and everything else that you can sort of dive into head first and find yourself in a very, very different and complicated to your own desires world. And none of that is required to do anything in Minecraft, but it is there. And that's another option, another possibility. So it's incredibly wide world in a sense, not only geographically, but mechanically. It can be simple, it can be extremely complicated, and it can be anything in between. And the genius of Minecraft team, all these people we see on screen now, I think, is that throughout all these years, they have been able to keep this very delicate and gentle balance of being able to thread this path through many, many years of development and not ever overstepping it and not ever overcomplicating or overimposing things onto this core structure. So they're very smart people, they clearly understand what is at stake here, what's the core of the experience, and I respect them a lot for that. I commend them for that, for the restraint and for the wise sort of simplicity that they approach the game with. And at the same time, they were able to offer and go to great lengths to adhere and to sort of serve community of people who want something else out of the game with mods. And it's not like they are, you know, incorporating mods into the game itself that they could have easily have done in a variety of ways. They kind of keep it very, in vanilla game, they kind of keep it very open-ended and at the same time very approachable for modding. And that's why I think they were so successful with it. Because they could have done something like what Bethesda is doing, like just include a workshop feature in the game itself. No, but they have done something like that in Bedrock Edition, of course, since, but in this Java edition, I think it was kind of genius that they did not incorporate mods in the game itself. Because that would add another complication, another roadblock to this core idea of this simple, unhindered way of just play itself. The state of being a small child in a room with a small box of Lego bricks. This is what makes this Minecraft game great. And if you look at the mods itself, like what are the most popular mods, what do people add to this game, they do add these complications, and it's kind of curious and interesting that in the end the modding is exactly what's missing from the game. And the most popular like servers, like if you take like Hypixel server and stuff like that, they do add things like economy, things like money, dashboards, leaderboards, all this complicated adult stuff that is absent from the vanilla game. And it's, like I said, it's not because Mojang cannot add these things. They surely could have, but it's the very act that they chose not to says a lot about these people. Like I said, they are very wise in this restraint approach, almost to genius level of like, not out of fear, but out of respect to the core idea of this project. And yeah, it's been great to witness this grow through the years in user base, in recognition, and in terms of content. Of course, the Minecraft is today a lot different from the simple voxel-based building game it started as back in the day. So, and many years down the line, I expect it will still stay more or less the same. And it's kind of a beauty of it too, is that even today you can pretty much download any historical version of the game and play it for yourself and see that no matter what was added to the game, the core idea of offering a player an inventive playground is still there, still the same. Yes, it does add some blocks and some pallets to this inventive playground area, but it doesn't change the nature of the game. And that's very cool. That's very rare these days. Yeah. And they do still charge the same price for it, which is very impressive from, economic perspective. Of course, they want to keep the barrier of entry low, but not adding modern, features like loot boxes, battle passes, and stuff like that, microtransactions, is impressive. Again, they kind of leaned more heavily into it in Bedrock, but Bedrock is almost like a completely different project and product, a completely different environment. So the fact that the Minecraft itself stays sort of sacred and untouched, even under management of Microsoft, that actually says a lot about the people that actually care about what's going on with this little game. Yeah, the only sad part that I find in this is its original creator, Marcus, who was actually in the poem in the end of the game, was not able to keep his cool and to keep this all under his control as an artist. And yeah, I can understand where he comes from. It is quite overwhelming, but it would be even more poetic if, even after all these years, he would still be there to witness, at least from the inside, how his game evolves, and maybe even to contribute, because yeah, nowadays he's pretty much on the sidelines watching, same as everybody else, not inside of Mojang. And like I said, the game is in good hands, so I have nothing to complain about on that front. But yeah, like I said, it's little bit of a personal tragedy of Marcus to not being able to handle the pressure that comes with this sort of success and worldwide fame. But yeah, the game has wonderful community, many wonderful creators and people who contributed in many ways. And of course, you can look at very different lenses through very different corners on this game, and you would find a variety of opinions and a variety of things people say, and that is all fine as long as the core idea of the game stays the same. People can have different views of it, of course, but to me and to my taste, the main sort of the main asset of this game is this ability to tap into childhood wonder of play and just go with it. And you don't necessarily know where it will lead you, but you can pretty much guarantee that as a mirror, Minecraft is going to reflect whoever is sitting in front of it pretty much every time. You know, like LLMs can sometimes reflect the level and intentions of ideas of a person that's sitting in front of it. Same thing with great games like Go and chess, which are perfect representations of whoever is sitting at the board. You can pretty much tell, not by looking at the person, but by looking at how they play. You can sort of tell what sort of person that is, what their mood is, what's their, you know-how and tricks and quirks of their personality is like. And I believe the same is true for Minecraft. Even more so because it is very visual, it is very artistic, and it is very expressive and allows a lot of forms of expression. So making every decision in this game reflects of who you are, what are your intentions and goals are, very much so as chess or Go or any other such powerful technology kind of does. So yeah, that's also a great thing to play with your friends and with strangers as well, because you would see how different people play this game, and you would see different personalities, different aspirations, and different ideas of what their world is like. So that's another angle at why Minecraft is great, because of this multiplayer community experience that many people have experienced, and many games have tried to sort of cater to that individualistic playstyles, but few succeed on such a scale as Minecraft does, because like I said, there are many servers with very different rules and rule sets and mods and stuff like that of Minecraft. And at a certain point, Minecraft becomes pretty much the only game that you ever have to own, because you can pretty much recreate any game genre in Minecraft. You want RPG? Yes, there are mods for that. You want, I don't know, Racing, yes, there are ways to do that. You want parkour, of course. You want shooter. There's mods and servers with Minecraft with guns, which of course Mojang is not happy about, and I can understand why. But anyways, yeah, like I said, many ways to replicate many genres of games, puzzle games and stuff like that in Minecraft, which is kind of similar to Roblox, but at the same time quite different, because if you think about it, Roblox is a platform. It's not really a game in itself, whereas Minecraft certainly is a game in itself. That's what we have been experiencing so far in this playthrough. So by being a game and a platform on top of it, Minecraft achieves something that very few games have. Another game that is sort of like that I can think of is maybe, again, Bethesda games like Skyrim. Maybe it's not really that big of a platform because there's not much variety of different types of games, but there are certainly projects where people use Skyrim to recreate previous Bethesda games like Morrowind and Oblivion, so there's that. But like I said, it's not up to a level of Roblox or Minecraft, so yeah, like I said, Minecraft is kind of unique in that position of being at the same time a platform for a lot more different experiences than it is in vanilla state, and also being a perfectly wonderful video game, one of the best, if not the best video games, because it does serve as the game definition of the game sort of itself. So yeah, now that I have experienced it from start to finish, what can I say? Well, basically, there are a couple of things that I noticed. First of all, it's quite long. Even when you sort of know what you're doing, like I did, it took me around 20 hours to beat it. So it's not an insignificant amount of time. So it's not like this is like a 2-hour adventure. Of course, there are world records where people have beat it in like 26 minutes or something. But that is like world record, because I think most people will take about at least 10 hours or so, maybe more, to beat it at a reasonable level. And like I said, this is when you already know what you're doing. So for a person who doesn't know what they are doing, it's going to take easily like double, triple that amount of hours. So 40 to 60, I can imagine. And funny enough, like if we take a 20-hour games in terms of content, and that would be something like Half-Life 2, I guess, maybe Portal 2. So that's very large amount of content in that time span that developers had to create. And the fact that Minecraft can achieve those playtimes, and in this playthrough we haven't even scratched the surface of the amount of content in this game. We haven't touched on all biomes. We haven't even been to jungle, for example, for real, or like lived in a swamp or something like that. So there's a lot more things even in the overworld, but also there's a lot more bosses. We haven't touched anything in the ocean, so anything in the warden for structures, like the ancient city structures, and not even to mention the end city as well as everything that's available in the world, in the overworld. We haven't really been to a village until the very last moment, but that's not even trading, so we have never traded with villagers. So we were able to sort of circumvent, and we actually beat the game without touching many more mechanics and many more areas of content, which speaks volumes to how big the game actually is. And like I said, I've spent like 15 to 20 hours on this playthrough alone. Yes, I wasn't really, you know, experienced enough to do it quicker, but I would consider myself a reasonably competent gamer in general in video games, and the fact that it took me this lot of time speaks about how deep all these mechanics actually are and how much there is still to explore in this world of Minecraft, which is very impressive. You would think that such a small game, which is like 500 megabytes of download or something like that. I mean, the main executable is like under 25 megabytes, so you can send it in an email. And yeah, everything on top is, I think, is just music and textures. So you could pretty much send this whole world in an email, and it would take the recipient 30 hours to explore. This is insane. This is quite an achievement in itself. Whereas if you take something like, I don't know, any latest Call of Duty, which would be like 200 gigabytes in download, and it would only last you like 8 hours of main campaign and maybe like 20-30 hours of multiplayer fun, and that's it. Whereas, like I said, the genius of this game is the amount of content it provides in such a small package, which is again unprecedented and very unique. So experiencing this level of craftsmanship was very eye-opening and very intriguing. And that's also one of the reasons it's sort of unfortunate that the person who came up with all this is no longer in the company, but that's another story, of course. What is still here in the game, I feel, is that melancholic, nostalgic feeling in the game, in the art, and in everything in between. That sense of that sort of place where you can find yourself not really worried about anything, any real world problems you might have, no matter your age. Like, you can be 6-year-old, you can be 96-year-old, and you would still feel pretty much the same feeling of wonder when you fire up Minecraft for the first time. And you would feel and find the same aha moments as you play through the game, as you go through these motions. And it's again quite a remarkable thing to pull off such wide spectrum of of experience over very different players. And yeah, there's a good reason why it is the best-selling game of all time so far, because it is a remarkable game on any level. Like, from any angle you look at it, it is just an achievement of human ingenuity, of perseverance through the years, of careful attention to the smallest details, and of like making world a better place. Despite all the controversies, despite all the things that might have not gone the way many people wanted, I think Minecraft is still the greatest game ever made by one of the greatest game developers. And yeah, of course, many people still continue to develop this game to this day, and many people still find it meaningful to play this game, as I did in this playthrough. And all these wonderful ladies and gentlemen on the screen right now are part of it, part of a bunch of people who cared, who decided to spend their time and lives creating this wonderful experience and this world. So yeah, thank you all these people for making this game. You know, I was thinking and debating what should I do with this world now that I have finished this game. Because it's kind of it holds some sentimental value for me, because it was the first world that I have actually beat the game on one hand, and on another there's not that much useful structures in it that I have built. Like, all we have is just like an XP farm, and it's pretty noob XP farm at that, so it's very low in terms of resources, and it's pretty much the easiest XP farm you can build, so it's not very much value is in that, and the rest is just, yeah, there's not much creative builds in this, because, like I said, my purpose for this playthrough was just to build as little infrastructure as necessary to actually get to the end and build whatever is needed to defeat the dragon. So anything on top of that was optional, and that's why I didn't really bother with making things look nice and work better. So I was willing to put up with some inefficiency with, you know, navigation and traversal, just so I can easily and quickly move to the next goal on our progress dashboard. And we were able to do that, make it to the end with minimal, in my opinion, building. And in the end, by the way, if I took a look at it back now, I don't even think I actually needed that XP farm. Cause yeah, I had my enchanted diamond plate and maybe enchanted bow as well, but they are way easier to get those through trading hall. So if I have just chosen like a different path, or if I were a little bit better at the game, at the damage and PvP side of it, I mean PvE in this case. So if I were a little bit more skilled and faster, I could have gotten away with way less resources, employing some of the strategies that speedrunners do. Like for example, instead of trying to, you know, build a proper fortress area that I used to, you know, grind for blaze rods, if I were just better at the game, or if I just figured out that bow and arrow is the way to go there, it could have been done much faster and much easier without spending so many hours on building pretty much a second base. Or if I just went to the Nether Bastion, which I did find first before I found Nether Fortress, then I could have just bartered with piglins some more for all the resources I need, and that would allow me to progress much faster. Again, I'm just trying to say that there's not much uniquely useful things in this world that I have built that I would love to take into my next adventures. Yes, there are some interesting quirks and features, like trial chambers being right next to the end portal. That is kind of fun and unique. And yeah, end cities now being available to me is also something unique that I wouldn't have in a normal generated a new world. But at the same time, now that I have beaten the dragon once, I'm pretty confident I can make it happen again. And next time I will be able to do it with mods, because yeah, main topic for this playthrough was to do it vanilla style, exactly as Mojang intended, because I wanted to experience the game as it is before I beat it, to sort of understand, hopefully on a deeper level, of what it takes to beat the vanilla game before I would jump to anything crazy, like modding it to a point where it doesn't even resemble Minecraft anymore. And now that I have done it, I don't think I will be missing out on this experience if I will just add a couple of quality of life mods in my next playthrough. Because for me, having experienced Minecraft vanilla as it is from start to finish, was enough to sort of understand what the game is all about, and making it harder for myself next time. Yeah, I can understand the challenge of like why people do it, why like go in hardcore mode or skyblock or anything like that. I can understand it, but I don't think it's necessary something for me, because like I said, having played this game and many other games throughout the years, I have never felt the need to beat it up until this point. So now that I have done it, I'll probably come back to the playthroughs of Minecraft where I'm not even beating it, or maybe I'm not beating it in this vanilla configuration, because yeah, I have conquered this hill, so now I can move on and do something else. Main thing that I really missed was, of course, an auto-generated map, which would simplify a lot of things. Shaders, of course, which would again simplify a lot of things because you would have dynamic lights in your hands and stuff like that, or glowing ores, something like that. But mostly I would say having these quality of life features would not impale too much the game experience of Minecraft itself, because yeah, you can add mods that add new bosses, new RPG mechanics, technology mods, stuff like that. That of course changes the game completely, adding new magic systems and stuff like that. So that's like mutating it to something unrecognizable, but just adding a couple of shaders, adding quality of life features like maps and UI improvements for inventory management, that doesn't really change it. People sometimes call this vanilla plus modifications, so it is still more or less Minecraft, but at the same time it's no longer proper vanilla Minecraft. So I can see myself playing my next playthroughs with this vanilla plus approach. Maybe slowly adding things as I go along, but not really going crazy head first, because I have done that as well. I've tried some mod packs that are like all the mods, for example, or like Better Minecraft. Mod packs that add a bunch of different things and change almost every aspect of the game. And it is fun in a way, but I hate the feeling when you don't really understand what's going on. That uncertainty of, is this vanilla feature? Is this something from the mod? If yes, then which one? And you kind of lose the experience after that. So I didn't want to beat the game for the first time in this environment where I don't even know if it's truly Minecraft what I'm playing, or some sort of amalgamation of different modders' ideas and intentions. So I wanted to experience this vanilla way of this world first. And I've done it. Yay. And now that I've done it, yeah, like I said, I don't think there's too much things that I would like to bring with me in my next playthroughs. Unaltered, at least. Yeah, maybe I will sometime come back to this world just to reminisce, but most likely it will just stay in this video form for me to maybe look at it later, maybe using my later videos, something like that. Not really looking to necessarily use the world itself, because you can always generate new one entirely like this one, but also different thanks to pseudo-random generation. Oh yeah, by the way, if you're wondering why we're still watching the credits, it's because I always watch credits in games or movies. I always like to see the names of people and departments that were part of what I have just experienced, because it adds this human element. You understand that things like these take a lot of human effort from a very, very big amount of people dedicated to their crafts. And of course we know most of names of directors and actors and maybe some producers and composers, but it takes a lot of very skilled individuals to make something great, working for a lot of hours, and it's a shame to kind of gloss over it and just remember one or two names of, you know, director and the lead actor. So I always like to sit and watch and note to myself of all the wonderful people who were at least in some small part of it, of what I just witnessed on screen. I'm not like a professional, because I know, for example, that some people in the industry always watch credits, because I can understand that for them it makes sense, because they are basically looking for their next talent, for people to work with. I'm not doing this for these professional reasons. I'm just in awe and appreciation of every little bit of effort that went into this. So yeah, it for me it makes sense to sit and admire all these wonderful folk on screen. But of course many people skip it over, and I can understand that as well. It's just that there's this specific feeling of like, and even if you like walk down the street, if you think about it, and especially it's true in terms of Minecraft and stuff, every little brick and stone on that street was placed with some intention there by a human. And I would actually love for most of our creations to have credits, like buildings and, you know, pavements and highways, stuff like that. So you could actually go and appreciate all the human effort that went into that, of creating this civilization that we have on this planet. But I guess that would be kind of too cumbersome and impractical, but it's a nice idea, I think. And yeah, I also, especially being like a web developer and everything for more than 10 years, it pains me that very little websites have credit sections similar to how movies do, listing, you know, all the artists and programmers and engineers and managers who created the websites and whose effort went into supporting and maintaining them through time. And most of the time you have stuff like, for open source projects at least, you have your contributors list generated from the commits and stuff like that. But for commercial websites, it's almost, you never know who worked unless you went on like LinkedIn and stuff like that, so like professional network websites. You would of course see who worked where, but not in this form of like nicely formatted list of all the people who worked on the code of the website or system you're using, or an app that's your favorite. So yeah, something of a bit of a pet peeve of mine, that I think everything should have credits. Like if you buy a car, in the manual you should have credits to every factory worker, every designer, every marketing employee who are part of you getting this car, this experience. And it's I think it would make a world again a better place if you all just knew that whatever is you holding in your hand, like a phone or something, does have a lot of actual people, actual human beings connected to this product and to everything around you. With real names and real lives, real feelings, and real effort was put into something that's you holding, that you see in around you. And of course, many people understand that implicitly, but like I said, having an explicit list of all the names would be kind of neat in a way. Although I have to admit that Minecraft credits are on the longer side, but still, kind of neat to include everyone who's ever touched anything even remotely close to this project. Yeah, by the way, this this background, as I was reading the poem, I forgot to mention it, but this background kind of looks to me a little bit like, you know, like a huge universe. And if there's like small worlds floating in it, like small Minecraft worlds, all these myriads just floating there in space, you know, like a huge galaxy of Minecraft worlds. That's what it looks like to me, just floating there. Every world is unique, and there are many worlds, as you can see, many dots and squares floating in all different directions. So I can imagine, like, throughout the years, players have generated millions of worlds and played through them one way or another, some only for several seconds, some for hours and days and years, which is kind of cool, I think. I actually wonder how many worlds were ever generated in Minecraft. That would be cool statistic to have. Unfortunately, you can't really do that because it is something only Mojang would know, and I don't think they published this ever. So that's another mystery in this game, but making it such that you can pretty much play it forever without internet connection or anything in single player makes it really hard to collect stats like that. But it is privacy friendly though, so that's good. Right, I think we are on the last stretch of the credits by now. And yeah, I would like to thank all of these people who were part of creating this wonderful experience. And of course, all of you who watched this till the end. Thank you very much. And I very much hope to see you in my future videos. So thank you for sticking around. Have a very wonderful and productive day. And best of luck. And the end is 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. With these parting words, the game ends. And we get back to where we were last time. And I think it would be proper to get back where it all started. I was thinking about maybe tearing down all these block by block to sort of get the world in the same state that I have found it in. That would be kind of neat in a way. But then I decided that some things you can't really put back in the exact same state as it were. So it doesn't make complete sense. So that's why I decided to abandon the whole idea altogether. But at least what we can do is to get back to the spawn point that we started the game in. So that would be actually near the beach, I think. Oh, it's night time here. Let me see. So I don't have any beds. But yeah, here is the point where we started this journey on this very place that I have marked here. We have first loaded into this world. And yeah, this is our first furnace with 9 coal in it. interesting. And our first... I think I'm going to die here. Here. Yeah, enchanted golden apple turned out to be really useful, so that would have been useful with a in fight with a dragon. But anyways, yeah, like I said, this was our first furnace, and this is our last sunrise. Is it? Oh yeah. Apparently, I haven't slept so long while watching credits that, interestingly, the pumpkins didn't grow, but I forgot what their name was. The monsters that came for you when you don't sleep, those ones came for me, which is interesting. And I don't think I can sleep now, can I? No, I cannot. But anyways, yeah. It has been a very interesting journey, and the one I had been interested in going on for a while. I'm very happy that I have done it, and I finished it right here, on this very place, the same place that I have started it on. Thank you, and goodbye.